Guys, you know that I love anything with tracks. Wintertime is the perfect opportunity to test all sorts of tracked vehicles, and since I spend a lot of time on the internet looking at all kinds of tracked vehicles, I figured today is a perfect opportunity to test out one that I've had my eyes on for a while, and I believe many of you are going to be interested in as well. My friends, today we're testing something that I've wanted to test for a really long time, and a lot of you guys have as well. This is the DTV Shredder. You may have seen these in the past. They used to come with the gasoline powered engine, and we had one of those a few years back, and it was cool, it was fun, but kind of loud, kind of obnoxious, just wasn't perfect. So they decided to go back to the drawing board and build the electric track shredder. First of all, it's around 250 pounds. It is capable of going about 30 miles an hour. It's got 4 battery packs for a total of 100 amp hours worth of batteries, 2 20 kilowatt drive motors, tracks, full suspension. It's about 43 inches long by about 27 inches wide. The handlebars extend and they drop. So fully extended, it's about 57 inches tall. You drop them down, about 23 inches tall. Now I gotta tell you, this is not an ad. DTV did not pay me to come up here and say nice things about this. So today's test is gonna be a real test. And the goal for today is to see if this machine is capable of A, making it to my cabin, and B, pulling some cargo to my cabin here in my toboggan. Total weight of that is about 200 pounds. There's a chance we might not make it to the cabin because there's more snow on this side of the mountain right now. The other side was more dirt, and we wanted to test the machines in the snow. Now DTV claims that the battery life on these is about 2 hours of riding time, and you know, at a top speed of 30 miles an hour, which you're not going to be pushing the whole time, but let's say we're cruising along at 10 miles an hour. If I can get 10 miles under my belt right now, that means we make it to the cabin. The second unit that Hans is going to be riding does not have a trailer on it, so that one will probably make it further today, especially since he's going to be riding it, and I think he weighs like 47 pounds. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, I want to tell you about an idea that I have, and I want to get your thoughts on it. As you can see behind me, I've got kind of a diverse collection of different vehicles, and I love them. So I figured, why not start a separate channel, which, hear me out, starting a separate channel is a lot of work. It's something I've avoided doing for a long time, but I think the time might be right, but I want to get your opinion on it. Would you guys be interested in watching a product review channel? Not just your standard like unbox, get paid to say nice things. No, like what we're going to do in this video, take something that's really cool and interesting out into the wild, test it, use it, see how it does in real world environments. I know what I like, I know what I don't like. I was curious if you guys want me to share that with you. So if you do, watch this whole video that we're about to show you, and you can see whether or not you like the style of how we're doing it. But I will tell you this, I'm never just going to get paid to come up here and say really nice things about product. In fact, I'll always tell you if somebody's sponsoring the video or not. Drop a comment below, tell me if you think we should go through all the trouble of starting a separate product review channel, or if you just want to see occasional product reviews on this channel. Let's get into the shredder.
You named yours yet?
Linda.
Linda? Can you show me how to drive this thing? I don't even know how to
Yeah,
go.
pretty straightforward. Just jump on and hit the gas. Linda kind of seems like a...
You headed to a knitting party with Linda?
This one's
Master Shredder.
Real original.
it is actually, because it's a pun, it's a play on words. It's off of Ninja Turtles.
Right. Did you say I weigh 47 pounds?
Yeah.
Well, does he know I'm on a diet? I've lost a couple pounds. I'm probably 43 now.
How much do you think you actually weigh?
With all my climb gear on, phone, my wallet, my key, 168. With all my climb gear and everything on. Go ahead, cue the hate comments.
So to track today's performance, I'm going to use my Onyx off-road app, who's also the sponsor of today's video. I won't bore you with a ton of details. I'll just show you how awesome this app is. I can punch in on exactly the location where I'm at, and it's going to show me all of the trails nearby. I can filter it down to the width of the trail, the length of the trail, whether if it's ATVs, UTVs, you name it. It also shows me public land versus private land, and it has this feature right here, which is a tracker. And the tracker is legit. And now it's going to start telling me exactly how far I've gone. It's going gonna show me my exact route. So if I get up there and get lost, I know exactly where I'm at. I can follow my map back down. So this right here is gonna be kind of the key piece of information that we're gonna be able to get out of onX today, because it's gonna show us exactly how far we go and what our vertical climb is. So that's gonna be a big deal in determining what the battery performance is on these machines. Thank you, onX, for sponsoring the video. If you're interested, click the link in my description below. onX is gonna give you a free trial. I guarantee once it's on your phone, you're never gonna go anywhere without it. Now we can go.
I began to pass out. Then my head hit the wall. Boom!
Back in business, baby! Back in business! Business isn't going to.
We already have a little bit of a problem, but it's not with the shredder, it's with our toboggan. This was a last minute thing we put together. Couldn't find our other toboggan that has a normal trailer hitch on it. This trailer hitch is not happy. It keeps on popping off. To be honest with you, riding up this steep of a road in this much snow is putting an incredible load on this thing, which means I'm gonna burn through the battery way quicker than I want to. So what I'm gonna do is X-nay the trailer test today. We're gonna wrap that up right now until I have a better opportunity to test this thing on flat land towing. I'm gonna put the towing at a 5.
Still feel like I need to ask how to drive these things after being a mile in. Decided to ditch the old trailer, huh?
It's a pretty heavy load going up such a steep road. I'm actually pulling it okay.
Listen, I'm having fun. I just have to get the hang of it first.
Right,
this is my problem right here. What do you do at this point? When it's like...
Don't step on the board. It doesn't like it when you're on the board and you try to start. You got to convince it.
This is what my morning's been. Like, I don't know how to get it. It's not a bird scooter. It doesn't love the deep stuff. It just bottoms out. Like it. Once you have the momentum, you can get into the powder. You just can't start in it like I'm trying to do. They're like little chainsaw blades. Master shredder.
Let's ride.
Really? Come on. Come on now, guy.
All right, guys, I'm gonna make another quick audible here. Change the test a little bit so it's a little bit more fair and balanced. We weren't anticipating on the road being as deep and snowy with the really heavy snow as it is, and it's really steep. So the machines could keep going, but we're not gonna be able to get very far because we're at 100% throttle the whole time trying to power through this deep snow up the hill. We're gonna call the uphill portion done for now. We made it up the road pretty good, probably 3 miles in pretty nasty deep snow. I'm so heavy that if this machine starts to get bucking at all, it throws me off the side, and then that thinks that I want to steer. It like amplifies me flying the wrong direction. We're gonna go down the mountain, and the goal now is to see if we can make it to the bottom of the canyon, which I believe is 8 miles. I'm currently at about 52%.
I just want to make a quick observation. Don't judge the machines off of the footage of me. Judge them off the footage of Dave.
Don't make any decisions based off of what his example is, kind of ever. That's just a good rule of thumb. All right, why don't you get ahead of me? I'm tired of stopping and waiting for you. Let's give you a 45-minute head start if you need one. It is cool, I will say that the suspension on these things is actually there. You can feel it.
It's like a snowmobile. I don't like snowmobiles.
Rides off rambling and wrecking.
I just hit Dave.
Brakes. It makes life so much easier. Wrong brake. Drifted it.
This is where things get a little Willy Wonka.
We should have saved it better. I'm gonna need help. I just buzzed through this like it was no problem. It shows you, you know how to run these things. They're a blast. The longer I'm using it, the more and more fun I'm having.
You want to watch this clip of Hans falling?
All right, so we finished the uphill portion of the test and now we started on the downhill and basically got about 25% battery left. So the goal is to head down this mountain as far as we can go until they just won't go anymore to figure out what our max mileage today is. This mileage is gonna be different for everybody. Nope, not everybody's gonna be going uphill in deep snow pulling a trailer.
Would you say you're an average weight as a human? Or would you be a higher average weight?
I'm probably on the higher side of human weight.
Because you're 26%, I'm 57%.
Well, I pulled a trailer for the first.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
2 miles.
it's what I'm saying is that's good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, it's good.
Yeah. What we just went through, that's impressive. Yeah. I'm gonna steal a couple of your batteries. Actually, you know what? Here's something cool about them. Pop these covers off. Here's what we're gonna do. We are going to.
No, oh, did I read that wrong? No, I'm at 20%.
If you've got a buddy who has one of these, you guys can swap batteries really easy. Quick disconnect right there. And also,
You never should have said that.
crazy, you could buy some extra batteries, so you could have batteries to carry with you so that if you didn't want to have to charge. Granted, the quick charger can charge the battery to full in like 2 hours, so it's really pretty quick charging time. But basically, we're gonna see what happens when we swap out.
How many we gotta swap?
Just 2.
Do you regret telling him you have
Dude,
more battery
yeah.
life?
I mean, I love this feature, don't get me wrong.
So if you got a lightweight friend like Hans, you can steal their battery and the fun just keeps on going.
Everyone just needs a lightweight friend, and that's why I'm here.
Lightweight friend.
Fun for everyone but Hans.
He'll still have more fun than me throughout the rest of the day. His battery will get him home and to work in the morning. His skills might not. Did you give me your second battery?
Yeah.
Is this it?
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to turn them off before you take the battery.
No, I'm just lying. That's not the battery.
Oh, you haven't given me it yet? Give me that battery.
For the viewer's sake, I'll be honest, I guess.
Just like that, I'm at 42%. What are you at?
45.
The brakes are like all or nothing. And if you hesitate at all, they'll just default to just stopping.
Thread the needle, baby! Thread the needle! Still threading it. I feel like we're minions! stoppy. Wheelie. Where was this option 2 hours ago?
Did your GoPro fall off back there?
Oh, yeah, must have. Come on, baby. Come on. Give me down this hill. There we go. Yeah.
Let's see that in an instant replay.
Oh, I just caught the one brake too much. Oh, that felt weird.
We still got enough juice to make it down the mountain. Let's do it. Seems to be the situation, Hanson.
Well,
Wait, where'd your throttle go?
Crashed. I just broke my throttle. I can drive it. It's just
You got a little nub?
it just is literally wearing a hole in my glove trying to push it because it's just a sharp
So
corner.
what you're saying is it's staying parked there.
Yeah, I mean, there's still miles left, and I don't really like. I can do it, but we'll be here all night. I can just meet you at the bottom.
Or we could double up. Man overboard. Oh no. Did you see what happened? I didn't see what happened.
Didn't even look back.
It just got real quiet all of a sudden. What happened?
Stuck in the ditch there for a second. Oh,
Did you?
there's not a lot of snow, turns out.
Alright.
What's nice is these have like thick pads.
We got 8% left, so let's see how far it'll get us. That's all she wrote for my battery. I'm officially at 0. It was doing pretty well until we got to towing the toboggan on the dirt. Turns out that used a little bit more battery than we'd anticipated. We're pretty close to the bottom, honestly. I'm gonna probably consider this the bottom. I'm gonna pull up my Onyx right now to see exactly how far we made it. We went for 11 miles, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Pretty freaking good, all things considered. We stopped a handful of times, so it wasn't all riding time. I mean, constant riding time was probably a little over an hour. Had we not turned around, we probably would have burned through the battery much quicker. But the fact that we got 11 miles and 2 hours and 10 minutes out of this thing. And Hans is what kept going, probably a lot longer than mine too.
Yeah, I'd be at the bottom
he
for
broke
sure.
the throttle. I'm gonna give it a 7. There's a couple things I don't like. It's a little twitchy in the snow, the controlling, the steering. Traction was pretty good. It doesn't like deep powder. Don't buy one of these thinking you're gonna be able to go romp through deep, steep hills. It's got plenty of power. It pulled that that loaded toboggan with no problem. It's just kind of a learning curve getting used to how it does off-road. So as you guys can see in this video, we took the shredder up and we put it into like a really rough environment, deep snow, uphill, crazy terrain, hands. That's just all I'm gonna say there. And we found things that we like about the machine, things that we don't like about the machine. We reached out to the company to talk to them kind of about some of our feedback, and you know, we worked with them on this video. They didn't pay us to do it, but they sent us the machines to try out. I said, look, I'll do it, but I wanna give a very honest feedback to my viewers. And they came back with a really cool response. Tell your viewers exactly what you think about these things, but also tell us, as in tell the company, and what changes they can make. Because the cool thing about these machines is DTV Shredder has the ability to do updates, so they can adjust and tweak a lot of the things that I didn't like. For example, the throttle sensitivity, I think needs to be completely redone, because that's why, you know, Hans was going over the bars and, you know, we were falling off a lot. If the machine isn't in the most perfectly stable configuration, the throttle doesn't want to go until you kind of get everything stabilized again. Dumb little things like that that can make a huge difference in rideability. And DTV said, yeah, we'll fix this stuff. We want to learn from our users, which is why they sent it to us to be used in a crazy real world environment. It's pretty freaking cool. It just needs a little fine tuning on the controls and the rideability, which is all stuff they can do without having to completely rebuild it. If you're interested, click the link below, check out their website. Comment below if you want to see a product review channel with all this different stuff. See you on the next one.